Good morning, YouTube. It's Sunday morning, and you know what? On Sunday mornings, you normally go to church, so if you didn't go to church today, here's your sermon for the day. Every Sunday, I think I'm going to start putting out a little sermon-type vlog, and it's just going to be talking about something in the Bible, and it's going to be pretty cool. You're definitely welcome to stay and watch if you're one of my normal subscribers, or if you're just, found this on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in today. It's going to be different than my usual stuff. If you don't like this stuff, don't watch it. Don't start a flame war down there. It's not the cool thing to do. It's just really annoying. It's really not Sunday right now. It's Friday morning. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about, grace. There's 3 points to this talk that I want to talk to you guys on. What is grace, and costly grace, and cheap grace. Let's get the show on the road. So first, we have to define grace in order to even dig into what cheap grace and what costly grace is. What is grace to you and the non-Christian that's watching this video right now? The best definition of grace comes from dictionary.com. Alright, we're going to bust out the Holy Bible and look up grace in Ephesians. We got Ephesians 2, 4 through 5, and 8. God, who is rich in mercy, out of the great love which he loved us, even when we are dead through his trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace which you have been saved. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and it is not in your own doing. It is the gift of God. Grace. It's the gift of God, it's his love, and he's going to love you eternally forever and ever and ever. By you, I'm not just talking to those Christians that are watching this video right now. I'm talking to every single person in the world. God loves you because you're you. And there's nothing you can do about God loving you. God loves you, alright? It's a pretty simple concept. God loves you. It's hard to comprehend, but it's a simple concept. You can't choose to have God love you. You can't choose not to have God love you. God just loves you. A lot of times people look at this love the wrong way. They look at it like you have to earn his work. You have to do lots of good deed, good deed, good deed, good deed, do good things, go to nursing homes, help people, blah, 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 blah. No, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is nothing. God will love you whether you want his love or not. And that's what Ephesians says. The ELCA Lutheran Study Bible defines grace as, but God proves his love for us in that while we still were sinners, Christ died for us. That was out of Romans, and this is also out of Romans. This is Romans 3:23 through 24. Since all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, they are now justified by his grace through the redemption that is in Jesus Christ. We're not God, but God says that's okay because Jesus came and died for us. The most important points of grace are God loves us because he loves us. You can't choose it, and you can't earn it. God loves you. He loves all 146 of my subscribers. No, he loves all 1 million of Fred's subscribers. And he loves them all equally, and he loves them all unfathomably. No, he loves Fred, and he loves Niga Higa, and he loves Ray William Johnson, he loves Sexy Phil. He loves you all. Now that we got the definition of grace out of the way, let's talk about costly grace versus cheap grace. Dietrich Bonhoeffer came up with the concepts of costly grace versus cheap grace. Cheap grace would be like just taking God's love for granted. Like just saying, okay, God loves me and that's all you do about it. That's like a mother bringing home a chocolate bar for a little child and then the boy doesn't say thank you for it. He just shoves it all in his face and says, that was good. That's not what God's love is about. It's not just taking it in and not repaying. It's about making others happy, which when you do that, that makes the Lord happy, the Lord in the heavens. It's not that you have to do it, it's that you want to do it. That's what it's all about. Cheap grace is just a way of looking at grace. It's the wrong way to look at grace. It's saying, look, he loves me, now I can just go sin again. It's swearing and then saying, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And you drop another F-bomb. And then you say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And you just drop another one. And then you just drop them over and over again, and then you don't even care. That's taking grace cheaply. It's not what we're supposed to do as Christians. Yes, you're still going to get God's grace and God's love if you take it cheaply, but it's not the right way to take it. Back in the day, there was Abraham and Sarah. Abraham and Sarah were married. Abraham and Sarah went to Egypt. Abraham told the Pharaoh that Sarah was his sister. The Pharaoh took Sarah and yeah, you can imagine the rest, alright? God promised him to have thousands and thousands and thousands of offspring. God promised him a wonderful nation and to be built underneath Abraham. God promised all this to Abraham if he stays loyal to the Lord and loyal to his wife. denying his wife and saying that she's his sister. And later, God got kind of upset. 10 chapters later, Abraham did the same thing again. Denied his wife and yada yada yada. In chapter 26, Abraham's son Isaac did the same thing. Abraham and Isaac repetitively sinned, didn't change their ways, and just kept doing it, even though the Lord said not to. Basically, cheap grace is just taking God's love in a way that we're not supposed to do. Cheap grace is taking God's love for granted. And then we have costly grace. Costly grace is another point of view on grace. It's the way we're supposed to look at the grace that the Lord has given us. Costly grace is Dietrich Bonhoeffer's big breakthrough, the biggest theological concept that he ever came up with. I actually have a passage right here from Dietrich Bonhoeffer about costly grace. Grace is costly because it was costly to God, and because it cost the life of God's Son. And because nothing can be cheap to us, which is costly to God. It's costly to God, it can't be cheap to us, it has to be costly to us. What does it cost us? Technically, we don't have to do anything for it. We want to honor him. We want to go and help the old lady walk across the street. We want to do good deeds so that others see being a Christian is a good thing. Costly grace is not being a hypocrite. Now, whether it just be going and volunteering at a nursing home in town, or maybe going down and helping out with Hurricane Katrina relief. Costly grace, it's not an easy concept to understand, but it's something that if we just get this little bare grip on it, we can start changing the world. If you're not a Christian and you're watching this video, you've now been informed about what grace is all about. YouTube, I want to thank you just for tuning in and giving me a chance to tell you about the Lord, about grace and costly grace and cheap grace and what we should do with it. I want you to give Jesus 5 stars right there, alright? If you like this vlog, subscribe over there, and I'm going to post the next one next Sunday. Peace out.
Thanks for watching, y'all. I want you to subscribe on the right and comment below. If you do both those, then I'd be